What is going on, everyone? Welcome to year 7 of the North Texas Dynasty. It's Steve, back from a little vacay, and we are here on a redemption arc. Man, WKU, the Dynasty, we did for College Football 25. We got our first natty. We had 2 natties at this point, and with North Texas, we just cannot seem to figure out these playoff games. A really rough loss to Michigan in the first round last year, a team that is now, or was it? No, it wasn't Penn State. That was the year before. These Big Ten teams are kind of screwing us over. Michigan is now your number 1 ranked team in the country going into year 7. They would take us down by 3 points, take down Penn State in the next round, lose to Texas, who would play USC in the national championship. This is a Texas team that we beat. And of course, due to our luck, Texas, Steve Sarkisian, the wrong Steve, is going to be winning a national championship. That is a crazy Final Four. The 4 seed, the 9 seed, the 6 seed, and the 10 seed. We would see the 1 seed Oregon get clobbered in their first game. Texas takes down USC 45-24. Steve Sarkisian is a champion. This is Texas' second championship in 3 years, and we have yet to be to the Natty. Rashad Battles is going to graduate. Bobby Frederick is going to graduate. And Grant Volk, George Ngaku, Manny Levitre, Mello Scruggs had a really good year. Dwayne Wicks, dog. Ray Kohler, he got drafted in the 3rd round. He is gone. Randy Bertone, dog. He is gone. We are up to a 4-star program, though. Rico Wooten and Mike Strange, 2 centerpieces of this defense. Deontay Ibrahim gone. Amari Duggan, Nathan Stephen, Troy Kenyon, Jeff Atwell, Spencer Bullock, eventually would be our backup, Bradley Randall, Daryl Pryor. They're all graduating. It's a pretty good class to lose, but we bring in 5-star Jim Cordell Talbot, an elite development player. We bring in 21 players total, which is beautiful to see. Obviously, we got to keep regenerating these classes. Normal development for Kowal Fallen Brian Hodell, going to be a normal receiver with 88 speed. Trey Lamar, normal development with 89 speed and 93 acceleration is going to come in. Ty Teal, normal. Preston Smith's going to give us an option at quarterback. His accuracy is not good at all. I don't know what I saw in him. Diego Wilcox. Fennell Nguyen, impact tight end. Love to have a good tight end. Normal for Faucha. We've got one of our Dre Greenwood, a star quarterback, might be the replacement this year. Hold on. He's got some good stats. Tavares McNitt, normal, but he does have really good stats going into his senior year, and he is a very strong dual threat with 85 speed and 91 acceleration. Danny Kiernan, star, coming in at D-tackle, normal for Kerry Tull. Cameron French, elite development with 87 speed. Got to get those accuracies up, but this could be our QB of the future right here. He is a true freshman, pure runner, which I love to see. Impact, normal, impact, and star for Grant Adcock. Maybe a new option at running back. Definitely some good potential players here in this class. Let's go see where we ended up overall in this year's class rankings. We keep climbing. We're almost top 20. We're the number 23 class in the nation, and we're about middle of the pack, lower middle of the pack in the SEC. LSU coming in at the number 4 class in the country. And here is a look at your year 7 schedule. We are opening up with Tulane, a team who beat us last year. Of course, we got the rivalry with Boise State. Got to get our revenge against Michigan, Oklahoma State, another out-of-conference game, and then Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Texas. So I am a little upset that we're still not playing Tennessee in conference, because I am a Tennessee fan. I would like to beat them and play against them. But overall, this is a pretty hard schedule. I think we had a relatively easier SEC opening schedule for our first year in the SEC last season. This year, we've got a gauntlet. Not only are we playing Michigan out of state, we're playing Texas, which we do every year. Ole Miss is a top 5 team. Arkansas is ranked. Alabama. It's going to be tough. Tavares McNitt comes in at an 89 overall senior, along with Isaiah Irwin, who is a senior at 87 overall, and Cameron French comes in at 80 overall, the true freshman. He's going to be our 3rd stringer. Looking between Irwin, and McNitt. Obviously, these are the guys competing for the starting job, and I feel like we've seen enough of Isaiah Irwin. We need to give McNitt a chance. This is a fresh face, potentially a new guy who can come in and take over. He's not as mobile as Isaiah Irwin, but his accuracies are better, and I just trust that hopefully we get a fresh new face in here that doesn't throw a bunch of turnovers, and maybe Tavares McNitt can be the transfer quarterback that we need to take us over the top. We have been to the Final Four twice. Last year we lost in the first round. We have yet to go to the national championship, but you know head coach Stevie Balls likes to win, and I'm hoping year 7 can be the year. The Butcher, Johnny Butcher, is going to get his start as the halfback 1, seeing as Randy Bertone is now graduated. We got Semeneu as well as Bobenmeyer and Major Ashton going to round out the backfield as well, but Butcher is going to be the lead back in this offense. Obviously, it's open for anyone, but Butcher's been great for us even as the third stringer last year. He impressed me. He's going to get the start. Shakir Capps is your wide receiver 1. Vi Chu is back for more. Jimmy Lang. But I think it is finally time. Lionel Lyles, we need to see you step up. Elite development. He's a junior now. He is crazy twitchy, crazy glitchy. He is going to be getting more PT, and I think Vi Chu is going to be on the back burner even after an impressive last year. And Daryl Branson for his senior season is going to be the starting tight end. Our line, we got an 80 overall, we got an 82 overall, we got a 77 overall. We are up to an 87 overall team, which is really cool. Cassidy Thomas, 78 overall, and 79 overall. I would like our offensive line to be better, but look at this defense. 84 overall, 79 overall. Cordell Talbot as a freshman, power rusher, 5-star, 79 overall. He's going to be great. Danny Kiernan along with Jaquez Hagens, 82 overall. Sean Merling, 81 overall. Jim Hugh Williams, senior season. I'm excited for him. Carter Wilkins coming in for his sophomore year. He looks impressive. Nick Catanzaro up to a junior. Quincy Whiteheart is now the cornerback 1. Trey Vieira and Josh Sly step into the other 2 roles at cornerback. Our free safety is going to be Nate Bynum for his senior season, a very good veteran starter. And Rashad Sparks, a senior transfer, is going to come in. Josh Kopp is now a junior along with Floyd Chestnut, our punter. And Lionel Lyles will be leading the way as kick returner and punt returner. And Vince Harris, one of our backup wide receivers, is going to get an opportunity on the kick return team as well. So we open with Tulane. This is a team we beat in year 1 in the American Conference Championship, but since then, last season, they had our number. They gave us an early season out-of-conference scare, and this is a top 25 ranked team. They are 81 overall, so we are better. We should be better. We're better on paper. We should beat them, but this is the season opener. A lot of fresh faces in here, a whole new team, and a brand new quarterback to figure out. Here we go, North Texas versus Tulane to open up year 7, and I will go ahead and tell you guys, this game is going to be one video, but the future videos, as College Football 27 is going to be coming out around July, I think, we need to get this series wrapped up. So these games are going to go by much quicker, mainly sticking to the highlights. And here we go. 1st and 10. There's going to be play action for Tulane down the field. That's a good strike right there. Terrell Ring is going to be their senior quarterback. A little worse than Tavares McNitt, but a star nonetheless. We would bring them up to a 3rd and 13 early in this first quarter. Taking a shot to the end zone, a risky shot at that, but the defense does its job, slowing them down here on a neutral site field. We will hold them to 3, and it'll be 3 points for Tulane to open the day. 3-0. Head coach Stevie Balls, Aura Farming. Shakir Capps for his senior season, a 4-year starter up to 86 overall, takes the field. Here we go. Here is the debut for Tavares McNitt, and we have Johnny the Butcher, Jonathan Butcher, coming in right away. A big run up the gut to start his debut. Randy Bertone was the lead back last season, and he ate in this offense. Hopefully we can keep that going for Johnny Butcher. Play action. Here is a look at Shakir Capps in his senior season, our wide receiver 1. A good throw right there, and a good decision from McNitt. 1st and 10. In enemy territory now, looking to get our first touchdown of the season. Johnny Butcher gonna find a hole. Good blocks. Daryl Branson gets upfield, and that's gonna be a huge rush for the Butcher, getting us in the red zone right here from the shotgun. Tavares McNitt, they're gonna go back to the Butcher. Johnny Butcher, another huge run. He's got 50 yards off 3 rushes. Somebody stop this kid, and our RB2 subs in. It's Sanu. Team in Lou almost gets in the end zone. He's gonna go down at the 2. 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The Butcher checks back in the game. Give me the thumbnail, number 30. Putting his shoulder down, the power back. Johnny Butcher is going to have the first touchdown of the season for the Mean Green. The first touchdown of this game, and it is 7-3. But that's a wide open strike over on the classic logo. That's a huge gain. Tulane is not shying away from competition. They're looking to strike back. We would get them to a 3rd and 7, though. We are known for being a good, strong defensive team. The Mean Green, they give up an open play right there to the tight end who fumbles, and the receiver will pick it up. 1st and goal. They are going to review it. It doesn't matter. Either way, they recovered it. And here we go. 1st and goal. We're sending a blitz, trying to disrupt something. They're going to go to the running back. That's a huge stick right there. Good play call and good execution from the defense. We would bring them to a 3rd and goal. If we can somehow get out of this jam, force them to kick 3, that would be massive. They're going to go play action. They're going to get sacked! 2 players in the backfield. The first sack of the year for the Mean Green, and a massive one right there. An FCS team is beating Purdue 10-0 at the bottom of your screen. The field goal is up and good. Tulane will make it 7-6. Back out onto the field is McNitt in the Mean Green. No one is on Jimmy Lang until now. McNitt, an orange bar is going to give him a chance. Jimmy Lang! He had a monster into last season. He's going to bring that into year 7. Jimmy Lang is going to have a massive touchdown in the first quarter, taking it all the way down the field, number 86. And this is a very veteran receiving core. We were lacking a little bit of receiver production last season. So far, McNitt, 100% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, no picks. He is looking the part as of right now as we go into the second quarter. Things could not be much better right now. 14-6, obviously we'd prefer Tulane to have 0 points, but I would prefer them to have 2 field goals over 2 touchdowns like we do. But here we go. Drama here in the second quarter, 4th and 1. They're not going to punt. They're going to go for it. The defense is blitzing, and we're going to bat down the pass. A turnover on downs. The Mean Green defense does their job, and it's the freshman Cordell Talbot who gets in there at a 79 overall. McNitt from the shotgun is going to find Branson, who breaks off a really big gain. The senior tight end. This veteran group is showing life here. Could this be the national championship team? 1st and 10. We would love a blowout here in year 1. Caps had him burnt, and that's picked. How did that get picked? No, McNitt got hit as he's thrown. Shakir Caps was dusting him. He was going to take it all the way, and instead, Tulane gets a much-needed turnover after that 4th and 1. 1st and 10. They're not going to regret going for it, and here we go. Hit as he's thrown. He'll get it to the backfield, and it is now going to be close to go for the Green Wave. 1st and 10. We're going to go single back formation here. Head coach Stevie Ball is calling for a blitz. They're going to go up the gut. A beautiful play design, beautiful blocks. Tulane is going to be striking within distance again. 14-13, just like that. Things are going so well. 1 turnover later, here we are. 3rd and 6 for McNitt. That's going to be a check down to Lang, who's just a little bit shy. 4th and 1. And head coach Stevie Balls might have had just a little bit of alcohol before the game. Going for it. The fake punt. Jackson Vernon gets clobbered. Now, turnover on downs, and they will make us pay for it here. On this 1st and goal, things were going so well, and after a boneheaded play call and an interception, Tulane is now up 20-14, and I do not want to lose to this team 2 years in a row, starting 0-1. That would be a shame. Let's get it back to the Butcher, who's having a really good game. We will go back into the Green Waves territory. It would bring us to a 3rd and 9, though, from the shotgun. We got McNitt looking for a deep ball. He's playing aggressive. Had him burnt just a little bit, but no can do right there. And we're not going to kick a field goal with Josh Kopp. He is not making it from here. We'll go for it. We're playing aggressive. We had the tight end wide open, and instead McNitt is going to arm punt it, or is he? Because it's just going to be a turnover on downs anyway. I thought we may have gotten a little bit of luck there, throwing him back like 30 yards. Instead, it'll be 3rd and 4. Our pressure does not get there. There's a conversion for the Green Wave. and they are going to take a field goal here before halftime. We were just up 14-6 a second ago. Now Tulane is taking advantage of our bad play calling, 23-14 as we go into halftime here. Wow, that was a lot to digest. Part of that's on me as the coach. I got to be smarter. I got to trust the defense more because the defense has done their job. We've put them in bad spots. We do got to stop the run game more because Okafor is having a day. We've shut down the running or the passing game pretty decently so far. But where our offense is back on the field, we've been in situations like this before. Here we go. That is a green bean overthrow. What is happening? McNitt all of a sudden has 3 interceptions and he's going to the bench. Isaiah Irwin, this is another opportunity for redemption. He played pretty good in the playoffs last year. I can't even act like he didn't. But this would lead to another touchdown. 2nd and goal. He's going to keep it himself. And he plows ahead. Tulane. This is now a blowout. All of a sudden, Tulane blew us out last year too. What's happening? It's a 2-possession game. We're fine. 3rd and 9. Irwin gonna find the Butcher out of the backfield. Johnny Butcher! Breakaway, take it all the way. He goes down after a massive gain, close to 40 yards out of that angle route of the backfield. It'll bring us to a 3rd and 3 here. Middle of the 3rd quarter. Irwin from the shotgun, gonna overthrow Jimmy Lang, who spins and stays in bounds. Jimmy Lang and Shakir Capps having a great day. What a highlight right there. 1st and 10. Irwin looking at a man. He's gonna have Branson. What a ball! Touchdown, Mean Green. Daryl Branson is gonna get his 1st on the season, and a good statement right there from Irwin, who is looking the part. 1st and 10. We've already had 3 turnovers. That's a bad play right there for the defense. 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and 2 quarterbacks have already taken the field. We're only down 8, but Tulane is going to keep driving. This defense, not much momentum going right now. Going back to the run game. The blocks are there, and we're going to tackle them in the end zone. Tulane will hold firm on their 2-possession lead. Still enough time. We can make a comeback, but Irwin is going to have to start stringing together some drives, throwing on the run here. That is thrown right to the defense! It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, seeing as Tulane would get it 2nd and goal. This is really going to turn into a blowout. That's a beautiful... Oh, nope, and we missed the tackle. Touchdown, Green Wave! 2 years in a row. Tulane still petty about us beating them in the conference championship year 1, and it's showing. I suppose miracles can happen. 4th and 4 from the shotgun over the middle. That's going to be a green bean. Good throw right there from Isaiah Irwin. Can Capps find the end zone? He does. Bringing it in. You know, this game could be worse, I suppose. Here we go. We would force them to a stop. Back on offense. This thing's not over yet. Johnny Butcher going to have another huge momentous run going back into Green Wave territory. 1st and 10. Got 4 minutes left now. 4th and 4. 4:08 left to go. Can we stay on the field and convert this drive? Irwin over the middle. That's the wrong read. Turnover on downs. Tulane would waste a lot more time and pretty much make this out of reach, but Irwin is going to get his scrambling into the end zone. He will get his 1st touchdown of the season. That's close. We got to go for 2 here. We would get it. 8-point game. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Read option, and it's over. It is over. Wow. Another look like last year's losses. We put up 35 points and lose 50-35. It's not necessarily all on the defense, although they didn't play phenomenal. They played pretty decent in the first half. Great stats from Johnny Butcher, much like last year. No touchdowns for Terrell Ring. He did run 1 in. Okafor had a great day. 4 touchdowns as well as 2 for Terrell Ring. And receiving, just a lot of yards to go around. Their tight end absolutely ate today. Looking at our stats, it's not pretty. McNitt with 3 interceptions. Jimmy Lang led the day in receiving yards. Johnny Butcher with 147 yards. Played phenomenal. Isaiah Irwin played better than McNitt. But still, I mean, wow. I don't know what we're going to do about quarterback. Either way, I know this is a rough start to year 7. But we'll be fine. Stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got a long road ahead. Is this the Natty team? I'm not so sure anymore. Oh, man. We got guys. We'll be fine. But we are closing in on our 300 subscriber goal. I appreciate the support. If you guys would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button, it is free and is no charge to you. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.